Before starting with creating your first robot file, you have to understand the robot framework and its structure very well. First, we know robot framework is a modular framework and it is keyword driven. So, this is the basic architecture of robot framework. The topmost layer is data layer. This data layer is nothing but the user will be providing the test data to the framework. So we have to first understand from the robot framework layer. So robot framework is nothing but just a structure. It is a framework to run your test cases or your tasks. So the robot framework doesn't know anything about the target system. That is the application under test, which is the target system. How the robot framework interacts with the target system is through different libraries. For example, if you are going to automate something on a web application, then robot framework alone doesn't know how to interact with it. Robot framework itself doesn't do any interactions directly to the application, that is your web browser. To interact with the web browser, you need a library which know how to interact with that browser. In our case, Selenium library we will be using. Selenium is the popular and the most robust library used for interacting with the web applications. If your target system is going to be a desktop application, then you have to use different libraries depending on your need. If it is going to be a mobile application, then you need libraries such as APM or anything that is already available. So in this way, we have to make use of different libraries that are already available in the store. For installing these libraries, we will be using again the pip install command. So understand very well, robot framework is just a framework. Under that, to interact with your application, you need different libraries. Robot framework itself has some built-in libraries. For example, interacting with the operating system or doing some operations like sleep and all, robot framework has some built-in libraries. I will be showing you those as well. But to make use of robot framework in a full extension, you have to use some external libraries or tools. For example, if you are going to do some load testing, then JMeter can perform it. Through robot framework, you can use JMeter and you can interact with your target system. Similarly, different tools can be integrated with robot framework also. If they are exposing some API, then those tools can be used by the robot framework. And the robot framework in this way interacts with the application. So basically, this is how the robot framework works. Now, a sample robot file, it will have different sections. A robot file will have different sections like settings, variables, test cases, tasks, keyword and commands. A robot file will have either some of these sections. Settings will be used to import the test libraries or resource files or variable files. So if you are going to perform some action on a web browser, you might have already installed Selenium library through pip command, but again in that particular robot file you have to import the library. So these commands will be given under the settings section. Variables. Different variables that are used across your robot files will be defined in the variables section. Test cases. Test cases is the place where you will be defining your test case. It is nothing but a collection of keywords. And a keyword is nothing but lower level actions. So test case and tasks are same. There is no difference, just the name is different. The tasks are used for creating tasks instead of test cases. For example, you are going to create a process automation. You are going to perform some action again and again. Then it is not a test case, but it will be created as a task. So depending on your need, you will be creating either test case or task. But on a higher level, both are same, only the name is different. Next is keyword. Keyword is the place where you will be writing your real code, scripts. But the scripts can be written inside the test case as well. But to have a structured and very good keyword driven framework, you have to define this within the keywords. We will be discussing a lot about this in the coming sections as well. So comment sections is given for entering the comments. Don't worry if you are getting confused. I am going to create some structure and going to show you all these things in detail. Let's create a robot file with all these sections.